What's up everyone, I'm Matt Reaney, and today I'm going to walk you through the completely redesigned 2026 Ski Nautique. In pursuit of optimal performance, unlike anything else in the world, the Ski Nautique was redesigned from bow to stern with uncompromising engineering solutions to deliver the world's lightest, tournament-ready, 3-event water ski boat with performance capabilities for those who aim to break world records and redefine water skiing as we know it. Let's go check out what the all-new 2026 Ski Nautique has to offer. The Ski Nautique comes in at 20 feet in length, is 94 inches wide, has a fuel capacity of 28 gallons, weighs 2,800 pounds, has an optional 400 pounds of ballast, and has seating for up to 6 people. The Ski Nautique has played a significant role in shaping water sports history, capturing the very essence of Nautique's passion for performance. Through the continuous innovation, our engineering team has developed an all-new hull design that takes the Ski Nautique's record-breaking performance features to new extremes, exceeding the ambitious performance needs of the best 3-event water skiers in the world. Hundreds of pounds lighter than the previous generation, this new hull design represents the future of water skiing with an impactful presence that conveys exceptional strength and timeless style with the most technologically advanced components capable of pulling both personal bests and world records in every water ski discipline. The surfaces towards the front of the hull are all about creating lift and containing spray. The spray diffusers capture water, directing some of the water back under the boat and the rest out onto the reverse chines. This contains light spray from being picked up in any wind and creates lift. The reverse chines have been tuned to capture the water behind the spray diffusers and redirect it to create lift while also releasing the spray so that it crumbles across the top of the lake. This means more lift, smaller wakes, and no spray getting back to the skier, even at the shortest line lengths. From the midship all the way aft, we've incorporated lifting pads, which again create lift, minimizing displacement and giving you naturally flatter ski wakes while adding to the directional stability and tracking of the hull in the course. In efforts to direct water to areas below the lake level and away from the rooster tail, we have reshaped the back end of the boat, widened the hydrogate tunnel, and redesigned the hydrogate. With this, we were able to create gains at higher speeds and shorter rope lengths, giving the skier more support in the trough areas, which translates to less disruption and more space at the buoy. Redirecting this water produces a smaller, softer rooster tail area, providing gains for slower speeds and longer line lengths as well. When it comes to the construction of this boat, Nautique has integrated a proprietary method of combining carbon fiber and fiberglass in conjunction with the all-new integrated stringer system that is infused into the hull to give you the perfect balance of strength and weight. Here we have the redesigned and patented hydrogate that fine-tunes the running surface of the Ski Nautique automatically, giving you the perfect pull for all 3 disciplines. In the down position, the redesigned hydrogate has a wider tunnel with less vertical deployment, creating lift, minimizing displacement and redirecting water while minimizing the size and density of the rooster tail area for more evenly filled, softer experience. When in the up position, it allows for more displacement, giving you bigger wakes as needed for trick skiing. With 10 positions from stowed to completely deployed, you can customize your wakes to meet your personal preferences. Working hand in hand with our redesigned hydrogate and all-new hull design are the patented microtuners. These microtuners automatically deploy into the water at the transom of the hull and disrupt how water flows behind the boat, causing water to fill in the troughs of the wake. This allows skiers to keep their edge engaged while directly behind the boat, so they are able to load the line and generate speed to have more time at the next buoy. Through extensive propeller testing and refined engine and zero-off calibrations, we've fine-tuned the feel at the end of the line, optimizing performance and efficiency across the board of all 3 disciplines. This gives the skier more adjustability in the pull as they move from letter to letter and number to number, provides maximum power for jump acceleration, and keeps RPM consistent across different conditions. The Ski Nautique comes standard with the PCM ZZ6, which is a high-performance 6.2-liter direct injection engine that provides 450 horsepower with 465 foot-pounds of torque. You also have the option to step down to the PCM ZZ5, a 5.3-liter direct injection engine that delivers 355 horsepower with 400 foot-pounds of torque. The transom of the all-new Ski Nautique is 7 inches narrower than the previous generation in efforts to reduce overall weight, therefore increasing the performance capabilities and producing a more streamlined look. We've incorporated functional features with the skier in mind, including this grab handle built right into the platform, making it easy to get in and out of the water. You can also opt for the Nautique awareness camera here at the transom, which gives the driver a nice supplemental view that appears right on the Link Pan-Array touchscreen display. The transom stereo remote is another great option, providing the perfect way to adjust your music before you ski or while hanging out around the swim platform. Further minimizing weight and thus contributing to the increased performance, the previous generation's dual fuel fill has been reduced to a single fuel fill on the port side. With the fuel fill intentionally placed in the middle of the boat, we've simplified the hose routing to the fuel tank, also decreasing weight. The fuel tank is near the center of gravity of the boat so that the running attitude remains constant as you consume fuel throughout the day. The all-new windshield was designed to provide a more open feel, allowing the driver to maintain a clear view with a better connection to the skier in conjunction with this gunnel notch out, which was also designed to create a better connection to the skier when picking them up. This new windshield incorporates integrated navigation lights and an all-new 360-degree adjustable mirror as well. Through the center of the windshield, you can access the bow walkthrough, which is covered in Nautique non-skid for easy and safe movement to and from the dock. This walkthrough is also great when hooking up a trailer or when wiping your boat down at the end of the day. The tall freeboard here in the Ski Nautique is another important design element. You'll notice the Ski Nautique tapers up from the bow, providing a taller freeboard to maximize comfort and space as needed in the helm and passenger seat area. This tapers back down at the back of the boat, so the skier has a good connection with the water and the rope is free from any obstructions. The interior of the all-new Ski Nautique captures Nautique's signature design language, with a sleek and elegant yet minimalistic approach to minimize overall weight while still providing optimal comfort and the functional elements you need. Here in the back seat, we have a removable 3-cushion design with new magnetic plungers and a platform underneath. This seating can be utilized as a bench seat with all 3 cushions installed, or you can remove the middle cushion and reveal a built-in step to the transom. If you remove all 3 cushions, this area can be used as a coaching platform. The angled footrest covered in Nautique non-skid, along with the upholstered ski engine box, allows for a coach to get in proper body position when coaching a skier. In lieu of the previous generation ski lockers, our team designed all-new, purpose-built ski cradles that utilize side bumpers and a tension arm to capture the body of the ski. To ensure your skis are protected, these ski cradles are lined with Nautique non-skid and dip down to provide ample clearance for any sized fin. These cradles are also pulled tightly against the transom, making stored skis fully accessible from the swim platform. This open concept contributes to a spacious feel within the interior while providing optimal function and further minimizing the overall weight of the boat. These elegantly appointed hand-stitched grab rails are another all-new minimalistic feature that can be found throughout the interior as well as on the engine box. Our engine box has a top hat design, making it super easy to access all of your service-related items. The top of the engine hatch is covered in Nautique non-skid, so that can also be used as a workbench anytime you need to make adjustments to your skis. In development of the all-new Ski Nautique, our team aimed to create the most tournament-ready ski boat on the market. This means easy installation for tournament equipment such as cameras, antennas, and other electronics. Immediately adjacent to the base of the pylon is the jump switch access port, giving quick access to the jump switch connector. It also provides a path that routes under the floor and through the passenger seat compartment, where we have power outlets to support other tournament-related electronics. Additionally, we have incorporated power at the helm to the left of the dashboard for things like windshield-mounted cameras. The helm of the all-new Ski Nautique delivers an upgraded driving experience. Here we have the best helm seat in the industry, providing unmatched comfort and support while you're at the wheel, whether you're in the bolster up or bolster down position, for that locked-in feel while you're driving down the lake. New for 2026, we have raised the area around the helm seat to prevent wet skiers from getting water into the driver's foot pan, and the foot pan itself has been redesigned to angle any water flow to the two drains at the front and back. The Ski Nautique incorporates Nautique's signature ergonomics with the glove box nice and low on the left, the link screen pushed down and off to the right, and the windshield header nice and high. With this big open space, the driver's view is never compromised. We've eliminated the hood on the dashboard, staying true to the minimalistic design language while maintaining a refined feel. This large, open area is great for things like your keys, wallet, or sunglasses, and here we have a new additional cubby for personal items along with a designated place for your drain plug. Also new for 2026, we have integrated the start
Looked like she knew exactly what she needed to do, but just a little bit heavy on the landing. The boat takes the handle away from her. So that'll be a fall on jump one. Plenty more opportunity, though, for Alicia Nelson from the US. We say hello to everybody watching at home, those who weren't able to get here, watching via the live stream.
Here we go.
It's actually a cracker of a morning here in Mulwala, New South Wales. Come on, put your hands together. Come on. Geez, seriously, these guys, they need encouragement. That's what ski jumpers are like. They thrive on the applause. Towboat's turning now, top end of the course. That breezes up just a little bit in the middle part, just the middle part of the lake at the moment. Alicia's just in the shadow of the trees now. Now she comes into the breeze. Approaching the ramp, cuts out from the middle of the wakes, gets those hands nice and low. Spots the trees on the far end. Up and over for Alicia. Can she hold the handle? No, same again. Same spot. Same issue. So one more opportunity for Alicia Nelson from the USA 2 falls on the board. So Alicia getting some pretty good distance, even though she's just not quite hanging onto that handle. 9.9. She jumped 10.1 in the preliminaries. So come on, make some noise. She can hear you out there. So here we go. Jump number 3. We've got to get Alicia with 1 on the board. Sits just inside the left-hand curl of that wash. Nicely balanced over the skis. Drives now, gets herself nice and wide. Takes the handle low. She's looking good here. Here she goes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, she's let it go again. Come on, give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Alicia Nelson from the US. That's a shame for Alicia. We'll stay with the USA now. Come on. Come on, everybody. Give her a round of applause. Alicia Nelson, ladies and gentlemen. So staying with the USA. Now we will go to Jana Scheffler. Jana's best jump in the preliminaries was a 9.6. She went 9.5, 9.6.
Hi there, kiddo. How you doing?
All right, jumper number 2. Jana Schofer, 42K. Stays at the wash for a long time. Cuts out now. Squares the board up. And that is a good jump, ladies and gentlemen. All right, 10.8 meters, 10.8 meters, jump number 1 for Jana Schofer from the United States. All right, 45K, we'll take it up now. We'll go up to 45K. For jump number 2 for Jana Schofer. Paralympics Hall of Fame member is Jana. Incredible basketballer. And now an amazing water skier. Jana the Banana. She introduced herself to me as, "Hi, I'm Banana." Banana in Australia. So the boat's on its way back now. Jana Schofer from the US on the back. Stays nice and tight to that left-hand wash. Takes the cut and a little bit squared up here. Can she hold it? Yes, she can. Great work, Jana. Boy, that sit ski she's on sure does take a bit of a wiggle as it hits the bottom of that ramp. But great control from Jana once she leaves the top of that jump. $11.9 meters or 39 feet, ladies and gentlemen. 11.9. All right. Go crazy now for Jana. Come on. Jump number 3 will be again at 48K. We're going to take it up again. $9.6 in the prelims. And then 10.8, then 11.9. What's possible, Daryl Hoyle? Yeah, baby. Good to see you out here, bloke. World record holder from Australia, Daryl Hoyle. One of the funniest men on the planet. Now, Jana, jump number 3. The ski nautique in the jump course. Jana, again, in a perfect spot, just against that wash. Cuts and settles, keep the hands down, off the top, a little bit squared up there, but it doesn't matter. Jana Schofer, knowing exactly what she's got to do. 3 successful jumps. 13.2, 13.2 meters, 43 feet for Yana. Oh, she's fist pumping galore here. Come on, go off, Yana. Yeah, baby. But Yana's day's not done, because we'll see Yana a little bit later on in the seated ladies trick final, which will come on immediately following jump. We've got 12 jumpers to get ourselves through. Next on the water will be Abigail Dunn, followed by Zach Jones, and that'll clean up the 1.25 metre ramp height. Then Ira Dalziel, Cam Delegati, Craig Tim, Ashley Berg, Grant Miller, Connor Potigo, Matteo Fancini, and Bjorn Goldbradson will round out the jump team at the 1.5 metre ramp height. Some absolute quality jumpers left to come. So Abigail just getting herself ready at the top end of the lake. Started skiing back in 2017 and trains at Short Line and the Ridge. Another one of our athletes who's into wheelchair basketball. But lists a favourite event as trick. So many trickers. So the USA dominating the early skiing here on the final morning of our world titles. Abigail Dunn, 42K. Cuts now on the way to the bottom of that ramp. Gets it nicely squared up off the top. Too easy for Abigail Dunn. .7 metres, 35 feet for Abigail on jump number 1. All right. What's Coach Brian got to say right now? Like all good jump coaches, the advice is cut later. It's a pretty simple equation. Faster you hit the bottom of that ramp, the further you will go. Got to generate the speed into the bottom and keep driving all the way through. Try and get yourself as close to top left as you can as you leave the ramp. So the ski nautique's turned now at the top of the lake. Abigail Dunn right now. Instruction was to go later. She's sitting stationary at the moment, and now she goes. That's later. That's a better push into the bottom. Great landing. So jump number 2 for Abigail Dunn, not quite as far. 10.3 on her second jump, 34 feet. You know what Abigail needs? She needs some encouragement right now. Come on. Go berserk. Come on, Abigail. Brian, she's got a helmet on. She can't hear you. Okay, speed's going up now. Abigail nice and settled with the ramp and the 42K, so up it goes, 45K. The boat's turned, top end of the lake. The breeze is reasonably kind right now. A little bit cross breeze, not going to affect the skier at all. Nice, clear, partly cloudy skies. As Abigail Dunn from the USA. She's a little bit wider away from that wash now. A little bit more speed, but she's get a good drive. Stays on edge all the way through that one. Good landing. That was a better jump. .3 meters, 37 feet. Not in the crowd go berserk. 11.3 meters. Great jumping from Abigail Dunn. Little mini fist pumps. Great work, Abigail Dunn. And Abigail, her day is not over yet, because she too will be in the trick event just after jump. Just enough time to get herself dry before we bring her out here and she gets all wet again in the water of the Mulwala Max Kirwan ski parks. So 4 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to stay with the last of our 125 metre ramp height jumpers in the USA. We're going to stop in the USA for this crew. And we'll be going to Zach Jones. Trains in North Carolina at the Skyview Lake. And tells us he's only been skiing for about a year. Is that right? US? Where's the US team? Is that right? Just a year. This bloke's unbelievable. Skied at the Nationals. That was Orlando, Florida. Back in September. Wow. He was big. Okay. This explains it. He was big into water sports before he was injured, especially seated hydrofoil. So he's a sky skier. Coached by Elijah Hager. All right. We've got Zach Jones on the back of that Ski Nautique. Boat speed is dialed in at 51k an hour. Jump number 1 from the USA. This is Zach Jones. Nice cut all the way into the ramp. Got a good lean on that and a float. That's a really good jump. Takes a handle. Oh my goodness, just a little bit wiggly on the way out of the jump course. It's a good jump. All right, 15 metres. 15 metres is jump number 1 for Zach Jones, 49 feet. So in the preliminary rounds, Zach started as he did there at 51k, but took it all the way up for his final jump to 58k. He's going to 54k now. He got 16.9 at 54, but came out with his best jump of 17.8 at 58k. So the boat on its way back now. Zach Jones, USA. Holds his position, starts to move now. That's a really good cut into the bottom of the ramp. Nice and steady there. And gets it done, ladies and gentlemen. That should be a really nice jump from Zach Jones. Held that cut all the way through. Bottom of the ramp. Beautiful skiing. $17.2 meters, 56 feet. Jump number 2 for Zach Jones. Yeah, come on, make some noise. $57K now. Up that speed. 72, really nice jump. At 54K. So we've turned the Nautique around, top end of the lake. Nice boat speed here, 57 Ks. Zach Jones. Little bit of bounce on that ski at that speed. Still bouncing as he approaches the bottom of the ramp. Gets a good cut. A little bit sideways and no. Oh, just a little unsettled, I felt. All the way towards the bottom of that ramp then. Bouncing as he commenced his cutout. Helmet's off. He's given us a wave. He's indicated he's fine. So unfortunately for Zach, that will be a fall. Got great distance to 18.7, but unfortunately not able to ski it away. We'll pull up Zach Jones right there. So the next job will be to lift that ramp height to 1.5 meters. Great work, everybody. Big cheer for Zach Jones as he gives a nice little wave. He's okay.
What? Just part of the. You go on. You had someone on yesterday morning. Is he going to be?
No, I think that was Lee Martin, one of our Victorians. And I think
I haven't got his name.
he left yesterday.
So he won't be here.
No,
Did you want a medal for him and you give it to him?
no, he same as me.
No, you're going to get one.
Don't do it.
You got no choice.
Well, I have to announce it, so if I don't announce it, you can't.
Yeah, that's true.
I've got you.
I hereby announce a medal to myself.
And aren't they a good-looking pickup boat crew? Oh my goodness. Resplendent in yellow. Have a look at him. He's just itching to get wet. So there's cameras, those green poles there on the shore, there's cameras sitting up on those. There's a series of buoys in the water, and there's a system called flash on. So they're permanently video, and then it automatically picks up the first splash of the ski, and it zeroes in on it, gives you a distance almost on the poles there, yeah. Yeah. There you go. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Ski Nautique sliding back to the dock. I think we might be doing a little bit of a crew change here. Maybe. Oh no, Caitlin Dennis being forcibly removed from the boat. All right, for everybody at home watching on the live stream, just to let you know, we're just getting our crew change sorted, getting all our judges back in place. We'll be back with you very shortly for the 1.5 metre jump height skiers. From Australia, we'll be first up. Ira Dalziel sitting up there on start dock right now. She'll be followed by Cam Delegati from the US, Craig Tim from the US, Ashley Berg from Canada, Grant Miller from Australia. From the US, Connor Poggetto. Matteo Francini from Italy. Bjorn Gulbradsen from Norway. Let me tell you a little bit more about this ski nautique that we're using. Award-winning, record-setting towboat. It's simply revolutionised the three-event world. Micro-tuner, the introduction of micro-tuners into water skiing. An amazing, amazing innovation. If you want to ski your personal best, you really can go no further than getting yourself a ski nautique. World record holders, Neely Ross, Regina Jacques, Ryan Dodd, all nautique team athletes. This is their boat of choice. Now, the key feature of this boat is the reliability and proven performance of the PCM ZZ6 engine. Power, precision and torque. It's a 6.2 litre direct injection engine which provides groundbreaking performance. It's amazing. 65 years of nautique and they keep getting better and better and better. Now, the previous generations of the ski nautique and the change between the previous and this current boat, have a look at it there. Just Shane Coulter sliding off down the lake. Is that this version is significantly lighter than the previous. Cutting edge technology to deliver unprecedented performance. So let's set the scene a little bit here. We do have people watching via the live stream. And the cloud cover is just starting to increase. There's a chance we might get a little bit of rain a little bit later in the day. Let's just hope it holds off. The wind is staying fairly steady, coming roughly out of the west, which is a cross breeze. The water's actually really, really nice right now. Even though it's up a little bit higher, it's a little bit blustery, but at water level, it's perfect. Here she comes, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Australia. Ira Dalziel, starting 42K, 1.5 metre ramp. Sits nicely in the curl of the wash. And starts the movement now. Steady all the way to the bottom. Off the top. Stays down and rises. That is a beautiful jump. Beautiful jump from Ira Dalziel from Australia. Make some noise, Australia. So we're waiting on a distance. And the distance, jump number one for Ira Dalziel from Australia, 13.8, 13.8 or 45 feet. So we've stopped Ira just at the top end whilst we sorted that jump distance out, but we're good to go now. Shane Coulter at the helm of the Ski Nautique is up and in motion. So here she comes, ladies and gentlemen, from Australia, Ira Dalziel, gone up to 45K, stays in the curl of the wash, starts a cut all the way to the bottom and stays on edge nicely. That's a really good jump there. Great discipline. Keeping that cut all the way to the bottom of the ramp. .8, 14.8, 49 feet. Jump number 3, Ira Dalziel. Started to drive quite a bit later that time, just squares it up a little and doesn't quite get it done off the ramp. She gives us a thumbs up. Not quite the same setup as jump number 2. So Ira Dalziel from Australia. So it was a little bit further, but unfortunately unable to hold onto that handle and ski it away. That'll wind Ira Dalziel. Come on, go crazy, Australia. Give it up for Ira. With a 14.8 meter jump. Cam Delegati from the USA. Jump number 1. This is 54K. holds his position really nice. And gets it done, ladies and gentlemen. Easy as you like for Cam Delegati. $15.9, 15.9, 52 feet. Jump number 1 for Cam Delegati. We're going up to 57K, 15.9 or 52 feet on the first jump. Jump number 2, Cam Delegati. Oh, unfortunately for Cam, he's just bounced there a little bit. And has been, that's a fall, ladies and gentlemen. Cam, off the top, just allowed himself to go a little bit too far out over the front of those skis and bounce heavily up and forward. So a 17.3 metre jump, however, fails to ski it away, 59 feet. So a little bit of an equipment issue here for Cam, unfortunately, with his handle. So skis get 5 minutes to deal. Once they return to the dock, the clock will start for 5 minutes so that they can deal with any equipment issues. So there's a second handle being taken to the dock. So we'll see if Cam can get himself sorted. So there'll be a slight delay here whilst we go through this process. Fingers crossed for Cam, because he's capable of far more than the 15.9 at the 54K. Be really good to see Cam get this sorted and get himself back onto the water within that 5-minute time frame. Cam Delegati from the US, all sorted. Jump number 2. Oh, and you can't, just got, again, a little bit squared up as he comes off the top of the ramp. So that winds it out for Cam Delegati. It's actually jump number 3. So a successful 15.9 or 52 feet for Cam. So we'll stay with the US and we move over to Craig Tim. Now Craig's from Minnesota over there, but the rest of the team still talk to him, which is good. Has joined, I'm getting nods here, so that's true, isn't it? If you're from Minnesota, really? I actually heard that they wanted to exchange Minnesota for Canada. Was that right? Oh, I hope nobody important's listening to this. Hi, Donald. Now, this finally, we have a skier who lists jump as their favourite event. Jump number 1 for Craig Tim. $57K. Craig Tim, that's a lovely cut all the way through the bottom of the ramp. That is an outstanding opening jump from Craig Tim. So we're just waiting on a distance. They're going to take Craig up the top end of the lake and drop him in the water. Just a quick request to hold. Some great distance on that opener from Craig Tim at 57k an hour. Out of this nuisance wind that we've had throughout this competition, it's just starting to swing into a bit more of a tail for this jump event. Quite fluky. The jumpers will certainly feel it as they're approaching the bottom of this ramp. And a jump distance of 27.3 metres, 90 feet, is an opener from Craig Tim. 27.3. So Craig now sets up for the double cut. Pulls out hard to the right-hand side, waits, stands on that right leg, drives towards the bottom of the ramp, gets a good bottom left corner. Great jumping from Craig Tim. $29.4 meters or 96 feet. Go on, put your hands together, please. Craig Tim throwing it out there. Sage advice from his bank coach there. Take it a little bit wider and bring it on down. Plenty of room, bottom of that ramp on that bottom right-hand corner to get onto. With Craig Tim, our Minnesota favourite. He doesn't list his nickname. We might just call him the Minnesota Mauler from now on. There you go. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, on the double cut. Pulls out left of the ski nautique. Now he'll wait the right-hand side. Nice and high this time. That's a better pull out to the right. Waits for the line. Stands on that right leg. Drives it hard. Bottom of the ramp. Perfect positioning. That is a lovely jump. Can he stand it up? Can he stand it up? No! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, he wasn't letting go. His skis are about 30 metres behind him. He's going to try Try and stand up and barefoot it away. Oh, Craig, Tim, you legend. Such a shame he couldn't ride that one away. 31.7 or 104 feet. Oh. No. Oh, such a shame. Good work, Cam, though. Hey, why wouldn't you fight it out between two countrymen? Just shy that distance would have been of taking out an overall. Oh, Craig Tim. What a fantastic jump. Great effort to try and hold it. Just refused to let go of that line. Skis and helmets and everything going everywhere. Beautiful work, Craig Tim. Yeah, come on, give him a big cheer, ladies and gentlemen. Cam and Craig. Just bring them on into the mid-dock here and get a towel wrapped around them, get them nice and warm. Save them sitting in that pickup boat for the rest of the event. Great jumping so far, but we're not done yet. Ashberg from Canada. Grant Miller, Australia. Connor Pocchetto from the USA. Matteo Francini from Italy. And the great man, Bjorn Goldbradsen, out of Norway. On the water now from Canada. Ashley Berg starting 48K. Jump number 1. Got a hard lean as she comes to the bottom of the ramp. Squares it up. Nice easy landing. Great opener. Just getting it all dialed in is Ashley Berg. Come on, Canada, put your hands together for Ash Berg. 12.8, 12.8 or 42 feet. So Ashley elects to move up in speed now, up to 51k an hour. As we get a huge gust of wind just coming through.
basically every jump's been on there. It's been on that? Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
So we've got Grant up and out of the water. We'll take him back to the top end of the lake. Come on, Grant. So just the tiniest little sprinkle of rain there, just as before Grant came in for his first jump. Well, that's all cleared for now. As we spin him around, top end of the lake, which is to the north here. Wind out of the northwest, certainly over Grant's right shoulder as he will go off the top of that ramp. So he slides down now about halfway down the course. A fall on his first jump. Cuts late here, got a great lean, sets himself, holds the chair, and bounces it away. It's a great jump, right there from Grant Miller from Australia. .5 meters, 15.5 or 51 feet. Jump number 2 from Grant Miller. Cut so late. So as we spin at the top of the course for Grant Miller, we'll move him up 3 kilometres an hour to 54k. Correct. No, 15.5. 54k, an extra 3k an hour for Grant Miller. See if that gets him another metre or two, maybe even more. Holds in the curl of the wash once again and starts his drive really late. Holds the chair. That's a good, can he hold this one? He certainly does, ladies and gentlemen. Go berserk, Australia. Grant Miller. Great jumping. Just need a distance now from the judges. Jump distance of 17.7 metres, 58 feet. 17.7 from Grant Miller. And he throws his head back. He gives a fist bump. He certainly is happy, ladies and gentlemen. Grant Miller from Australia, you rock. And a reminder to all our skiers that the crew are out here from the Finley Camera Club taking some amazing action shots of all these athletes. If you go around to where all the results are posted on the wall of the tower, there are a series of QR codes. Log in there to have full access to all those shots. Great work from the Finley Camera Club. And I tell you, the cameras get bigger and bigger and bigger every event they come out to. Now we go to the United States. In the MP5 category, Connor Paghetto. What's possible for Connor? .26.3 is the world record. MP5. Not sure conditions are all that conducive to a jump of that distance here today. So Connor Paghetto next. Matteo Franchini, Italy. The first of our vision impaired jumpers. And then Bjorn Goldbradsen to wind out the jump event. I have no clue what. Here we go. 57. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the US of A, Connor Paghetto, 57K. Oh, had a little bit of extra line there as he moved across the wash. Waits for the toe of that 220.26 ski nautique off the top. That's a huge jump. Can he control it? No! Connor's okay. Landed at 26.1 or 86 feet. 86 feet, 26.1. So we have an equipment issue now for Connor. So we'll slide him. So we'll slide him on up to the dock, and we'll get this this equipment issue sorted out. Landed quite heavily on the second or third bounce that he took off the top of the ramp. That was so close in distance, about 0.2 off a new world record. And I really think that Connor knew exactly how close he was then not to actually ski that one away. Point 200.
So
26 points.
that far away from the world record.
Oh well, if he's in a hurry anyway, maybe.
Yeah, he didn't ride it away. Winds just got a little bit worse. Yeah, we'll see. He's close.
Well, it's crosswind right
But-
at the moment, so that's not bad.
But if you saw at the start of that jump, when he, what is it?
Well, it was
600 foot boy standing.
Uh-huh.
The 600?
600, 500. I'm not sure how many they have in here.
Yeah, they got the 3 in. So what do they go? 6.5.
We go 765 in the U.S.
7.65. Yeah. So it should be the same.
Yeah, I mean, crosswind, it was almost a tailwind when he jumped the first time. It jumped quick, the wind moving all over.
Yeah. But he had too much line as he turned in, and he had to wait. Banging and hitting, unstable. He was a bit unstable from that point on.
I've seen Cotter jump several times. I've never seen him that much nodding and throwing. It was wild on that. Yeah.
So we've gotten Connor's equipment issue all sorted out and well within time. As he prepares now for jump number 2. Conditions have just settled a little bit. That wind has just abated. Connor has this absolutely dialed in. As he slides past, better this time, much better line control as he goes past the 600. Gets himself out, not quite as wide though. Can he drive and keep this all under control? Gets a good landing. That's a great jump. much more in control that time. Gets one on the board. $25.5 meters, 84 feet, 25.5. And somebody just yelled out, that's a new PB. 84 feet, so we're cracking it out here. So the excitement is building here as a new world record may well be under threat. So ladies and gentlemen, all those watching on the live stream, the 2026 Ski Nautique turns at the top end of the course. Just a sprinkle of rain and a little bit further, a little bit more of a gust now. Connor leans hard as he pulls past the 600. Goes out nice and wide. He's much this time. Turns, drives towards the bottom of the ramp. Flying as he hits the bottom off the top. That's a great jump. Oh, we could have it here. They're excited, the Americans. Oh, they're fist pumping the air like you wouldn't believe down here, ladies and gentlemen. That was a much better jump from Connor Paghetto. The distance is, ladies and gentlemen, 28.5 meters, 94 feet. Obliterating the previous mark by over 2 meters, ladies and gentlemen. Connor Paghetto has gone off. Such excitement down here on the bank. The crown has been officially handed over. On a jump record that has stood so long. Passes from Daryl Hoyle to Connor Paghetto. 28.5 meters, 94 feet. Never looked like missing it on that jump. Outstanding, absolutely outstanding work by Connor and the whole of the American team to get him there. But we're not done. It is not over here at the World Titles. We've got Matteo Franchini. First, first of our visually impaired jumpers. 2 to go. Matteo and Bjorn. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the water right now. He's going to open with a 45k an hour jump. All the way from Italy. Matteo Francini. Stays in the curl of the wash now. Now just slowly gets glided away. Hits the ramp. He's gone off a little bit sideways there. Just got way back on his heels and lost the skis out from underneath him. So a little bit of a heavy fall there for Matteo. Has elected not to take his next 2 jumps. Just a bit shaken up here. Looks like he's okay though. Got his skis and his helmet as the pickup crew will look after him down there. As our ski nautique goes back to the top end of the lake to collect our final jumper of the event, Bjorn Gulbradsen from Norway. And then following this event, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go into seated ladies tricks. 3 competitors there and vision impaired men's tricks. 3 competitors right there. And here we go. The final jumper of the 2025 Disabled World Waterski Championships. The honour goes to Bjorn Gulbradsen of Norway. Vision impaired, 51 Ks. Lined up nicely. Beautiful jumping from Bjorn. Lined up nicely on that ramp. .9, 13.9, 46 feet. Bjorn Gulbradsen. So now we'll take the speed up. 3 kilometres an hour, 54 K for jump number 2. As the ski nautique approaches the top end of the lake, commences its turn. Conditions, the sun's actually come out a little bit here. Just a little bit of a breeze there for Bjorn. If anything, just a little bit over his right shoulder. Not the ideal wind conditions, but Bjorn handling it beautifully. He's guided towards the base of the ramp now, and he's released up, gets a good sit, stable, stands it up, skis it away. Beautiful work, Bjorn. 2 successful jumps so far. One jump left. We wait for the distance for jump number 2. With a jump distance of 15.7, 52 feet for Bjorn. And we'll move to 57 K an hour for Bjorn. Final jump of the tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourself to the bank, make some noise. As we bring Bjorn down now. Just sitting in the flat waters, guided carefully across the base of the ramp. Crushes a little off the ramp. Can he stand this up? Of course he can, ladies and gentlemen. Bjorn Gulbradsen from Norway. 3 cracker jumps on the board. with a 16.5 to round out the tournament. 54 feet, 16.5. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, go berserk for Bjorn Goldbradsen from Norway. Great skiing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the jumping for our 2025 IWWF World Disabled Water Ski Championships. And now we'll take a short break as we set ourselves up for trick. 6 competitors to go. And don't forget, the canteen doing a roaring trade down there. If you're slightly peckish, don't let them shut the door on you before you get yourself something to eat. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, move yourselves on over to the Trick Lake. It's the only lake we've got left here now, with only the final 2 trick events to go in our World Championships. On the from Canada now is Kendra Earhart, to be correct. Kendra Earhart. All the way from Canada. Tricked 1,100 points in the first round. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Kendra. Wonderful tricking. So 3 ladies. Kendra, the Canadian, Abigail Dunn from the USA, and Yana Flo right down. The C ladies trick final. So Kendra skiing MP3 with an 1,100 point total. Abigail Dunn, MP3 with a 1,560 total in the preliminary. And Jan Schofer skiing MP2 with a 1,080 score total for the event. Very, very tight competition here. And for anybody not on site, just tuning in to our live stream, over behind Kendra, as she is at the southern end of the lake now, nasty little rain squall, hopefully moving away to the south of us. As Kendra starts her progression, backing towards the course now. She goes past Green Boy. She's moved to her positional back to start this pass number 2. Kendra Earhart from Canada. And Kendra goes down right at the end of a pass. Just catches an inch. Kendra got a little bit stuck just on the completion of a first or second trick there. Just slowed her up a little bit. And then going down just towards the end. She's all okay. All the way from Canada. One more round of applause. Last time we'll see this championships, Kendra Earhart.
set a jump record in 2011.
Daryl Hall.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Connor
he's
just took it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Daryl Hall's here,
Mhm.
so he's going to do the seated men's
Presentation.
presentation.
That's really good. That's perfect. Yeah.
I initially said no because it's a pain in the ass, but
He's Daryl.
you know him, do you?
Oh yeah, yeah. God, when our kids first came to skiing, he was larger than life.
Yeah.
Come out here and go skiing.
Skier number 2 on the water right now, all the way from the USA. This is Abigail Dunn. Abigail with a 1560 preliminary record. Skis MP3. She approaches Green Boy now. With a little bit windy, the conditions just over on that far side. Not as nice as they've been for the previous trick comps. Here she goes. Abigail Dunn. Yeah, put your hands together for Abigail. Abigail Dunn. Pending world record in round 1. Sliding up, goes past Green Boy for her final pass of the Disabled World Waterski Championships. Takes up her positional back and away she goes. There you go, America. Fist pumping from Abigail Dunn.
gone.
So many pending world records here at the 2025 Disabled Water Ski Championships. Abigail setting one in round one for the seated ladies tricks. Jana Schofer, MP2, I believe also with a pending world record. And one final opportunity is the next skier to come up on the water will be Jana Schofer from the US, MP2. Jana with a 1080 score. .1080 in that first round. Can she go? Can she be cleaner? Can she make sure our trick judges don't have an opportunity to wipe some points away? So last ski of the tournament for Jana Schofer, Paralympic Hall of Fame member, sliding down the lake, approaches green buoys now. The wind settled just a little bit for her at the start. Here she goes, ladies and gentlemen, from the US, Jana Schofer. So the Americans on the bank, they like that pass number one. Great support for Jana. Another no-fault pass. In what are seriously pretty tough conditions here. Right where she was tricking is probably the width of the course. So we'll drop her in the water at the bottom end, where there was a nasty rain squall just at the start of this trick event. We've now got some blue sky. A little bit of blue sky trying to poke its head through. And this is the sort of weather that will continue for the rest of the afternoon. So can Jana complete this pass without any mishap and trick as cleanly as she possibly can? Don't give a judge an opportunity to wipe a trick away from you. Steal those valuable points. It's just as well the judges aren't listening to me. I'd be in all sorts of trouble. So here she comes now. From the US, Jana Schofer, past the green boys. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, there is fist pumping. There are squeals of delight. She is absolutely beside herself. Yeah, from the US. Great skiing right there. Another world record right there. That's another world record. That's Jana. So these two, what I don't know though is whether or not whether they've lost any tricks on round one. If they're two world records right there. Out of control here. Out of control.
And this weather.
Correct. Correct. Like Connor's jump. How do you jump that far in that wheeze? Seriously? So there'll be a slight pause now as we set up for the final part of competition. Vision impaired men's tricks. Jonathan C. Swerter from Canada, Bjorn Goldbradsen from Norway, and Mike Royal will round out the competition from the US. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we start the final competition, the final event. Vision impaired men's trick final. First on the water, he's from Canada. Jonathan Seeswerda. He'll go to a positional trick. He approaches green boys now. From Canada, Jonathan Seeswerda. Oh, Jonathan goes down there just to the tail end of his run. Catches the back edge of that board and down he went.
No, we got done in, there was a match play one, 2-1 we got done. We weren't too happy.
Not disgraced.
No. It was looking disgraceful. 4 down at one stage.
Canada, Norway, and the USA represented in this final event. So Jonathan didn't have the best preliminary round. But he got almost to the end of his first pass without incident there. In fact, time may well have been reasonably close to being up for him. As he sits in the water now, and we wait for that 2026 Ski Nautique. And pick him up, bring him back in. Now the conditions where they're actually tricking, where they're skiing on that far side of the lake, we're just starting to get that little bit of a shadow back. The water's nice and smooth over there. So the wind should have little effect on Jonathan. And we are in motion once again. As Jonathan comes in now. He goes past Green Boys. Jonathan Seeswerda from Canada. Past Red and into his pass. Oh, and sits it down on the weight trick. And again, a disappointment there for Jonathan. He's okay. We'll pick him up, take him back to the top, and bring in our next competitor, Bjorn Gulbrandsen from Norway. The penultimate competitor of the championships. I reckon you could cut them in half, big fella. Skier number 2. All the way from Norway, Bjorn Gulbrandsen. On his way down now for pass number 1. 660 points in the preliminary. With our vision impaired men's trick final. Passes Green Boy. And into his pass right now. Oh, and unfortunately for Bjorn, he catches an edge on his reverse O and down he goes. Not what he was looking for. So come on, everybody. Give him a big round of applause. Let's get some encouragement going out there for Bjorn Goldbredsen. Come on, Bjorn. Let's clean up this trick pass. Start to put some serious points on the board. Final pass of the World Championships of Bjorn Goldbredsen from Norway. The wind howling through on him right now as he goes past green and approaches the trick course. And just at the very, very end of his pass, down he goes. Put your hands together for the final time for Bjorn. And that will leave us with one competitor to go. Loneliest place on a ski course as being the last competitor off the dock. All the other skiers have left you behind. You get to sit and contemplate. Last competitor, ladies and gentlemen, for our World Disabled Championships. The honour for this goes to Mike Royal. We started on day one with Ira Dalziel. Now we finish with Mike Royal from the USA. Trick 9-10 in the preliminaries. He goes past Green Boy. And he's into the course now. Oh no, for Mike, very, very early there. Catches a trailing edge. Working on the O's and just catches the edge and down he goes. Such a shame you wait so long for the opportunity, but it's not over yet. Hey, Susie, what are you doing here? Just messages? Oh, good work. I haven't been near the kitchen today. Not yet. Yeah. No. I'm all good. I'm good. You're very kind.
Of today, just have to announce that the presentation night is at the Mulwala in the early bookings. Pete pasted a copy and pasted the Water Golf Club. I don't want them to go to the golf club. Golf club's a good place to be. I'm going to give you.
I'll give her the sheet.
Yeah, I'll give you the sheet.
The sheets and the who's who and the who. That's for, we're doing presentations here and stuff. Yeah, don't give me them just yet.
No, I will.
They're back everywhere.
Yeah, what I've done there is I've just changed Daryl's all that.
Daryl, yeah. No drama.
So that's all sheet.
Good. So just another announcement, just to remind everybody, tonight's presentation, our banquet, our final dinner, is being conducted at the Mulwala Waterski Club. At the club. You should all know by now where the Mulwala Waterski Club is. That's where the fun will be. Don't go to one of the clubs. And obviously our medal presentation for our trickers and jumpers will be held once the trick sheets are all finalised for this event, just over in front of the other lake, in front of the grandstand, just like yesterday. So we wait now for Mike Royal from the US, sitting in the water down there. What can he give us? Final pass, ladies and gentlemen, of the tournament. Get to the bank. How about we yell and scream all the way through this one? He goes past Green Boy now, approaches the course. Mike Royal. Where are all the US competitors? Here he goes. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for Mike Royal.
Running a bit early.
you were to manage and make sure that Kendra had a go and all kick off on this. And then we get these guys kicked off on All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the competition.